This is how castling works in Synergy Chess. So on lines 3 and lines 10, the same rules apply as per normal chess to castling. So we click on the king, and the king will move 2 squares, and the rook will come around and sit next to the king, and that will be castling completed. In Synergy Chess, because of the bigger line, players now have more freedom of choice as to how they wish to castle. All the rules allowing a player to castle still apply. You cannot castle to get out of check, you cannot castle to cross any line of check, and you cannot castle if either piece has been moved from its original square. So as long as a king and the rook cross over, the king is allowed to land on any square up to and including the square of the rook, and the rook is allowed to land on any square past the king up to and including the king's original square, which is the f-file. The rook is not allowed to go past the f-file when castling. So to castle in Synergy Chess, we click on the king and we select the square that we want the king to land on, and then we select the square we want the rook to land on. So as we see here in the notation for the original castling move, we have 00, which indicates that we have castled king side. If we're castling queen side, it's 000. In Synergy Chess, the O indicates that we're castling. The J is because the king has landed on the J file and the rook has landed on the F file. So if we castle the other side, now if I want to move one square I can, and I get a box here saying do I want to castle? I may not want to castle, I may just want to move the king, which is why you get the option. If I select cancel, it reverses the move altogether and I can just select a new move. If I select no, the king will just move one square and that will be the end of your move. If you select yes, the rook will come round and sit next to the king on f1 and you will have effected a castling maneuver. So just to show you, I'm going to castle this side as well to put the king on c. And as you can see here, the rook is not allowed to go onto G or H or I. It can only go as far as the F file when castling. So I've put the rook on E. We have effected a castling maneuver, and we have OCE, indicating that we have castled. The king is now on the C file, and the rook is on the E file.